We're here back at WrestleCon at the Hannibal TV. I don't even know how to introduce this person. One of the most legendary figures in professional wrestling. Remember the Four Horsemen, work behind the scenes, WCW, NWA. I don't even know where to begin. JJ Dillon, it's truly an honor. How are you, sir?
Oh, it's great to see you.
Yeah, same here. It all kind of, I know that you wrestled back in the 70s, but I think it all kind of started for you here in Florida. Tell me about that a little bit, your memories of working in Florida.
This was one of the high spots for me. I started my first 5 years, I was a full-time wrestler, which a lot of people that didn't follow my whole career don't know that. And I came to Florida in 1975, and I had a good run there. I was Florida champion for a while, Florida tag champion with Roger Kirby. I was a television champion, and they saddled me with that trophy that was taller than I was that I had to carry around. And then lost it to Mike Graham, and Mike Graham smashed it up that day so that...
So he didn't have to carry it.
Yeah, the joke was on me. And then I got a call from the Stomper, Archie Goldie, and he was up in Tennessee and had a chance to go to Dallas, needed a manager, and I'd never really ever given any serious thought to it. And I wasn't a gym rat. I didn't have that Hulk Hogan or Superstar Graham type of body, and so I always really worked hard on my interviews. I felt that was my strongest asset. So I thought, you know, hey, I would have to talk to Eddie Graham, which I did. Eddie gave his blessing and went to Dallas, where Fritz von Erich was the owner and Red Bastien was the booker. And I remember we walked in that day. Archie was there, and he was really imposing to look at. Didn't say anything. And Red Bastien says, "The Mongolian Stomper with Jim Dillon." Something just doesn't. He said, "There's something missing." He said, "You're going to be a manager and an executive." He said, "James sounds better." And I said, "Oh, I like that too," because that's my real name. So it was James, and they said, "But you need a middle initial." I said, "Well," we ended up with James J, and then of course that became JJ for short. And later on, Jerry Prater, that ghostwrote the programs, said I was like Julius Caesar. So then anytime anybody asked me, "What's the J stand for?" I said, "It's James Julius."
I love it. I didn't know that, and
Yeah.
I remember. There's something new. Speaking about, I mean, how do you do 5 or 10 minutes with JJ Dillon? I got so many questions, but because I got to do a little bit of it a little bit later on with Rick and Arn. How was it traveling with the legendary Four Horsemen? How'd you hold up?
Well, I reflect back and don't know how I held up as well as I did for all those years, but it was a magical time in my career. There was a camaraderie and a chemistry with the group that I don't think it's ever been equal. They're always thinking of what to call us, and I think they settled on stable, and we were groundbreaking for a lot of others that followed us, and it's great to come to these type of events and 25 years after the reign of the Horsemen to have people fondly remember us and come and share their stories and want to get pictures taken, so it's very gratifying for me.
And moving forward, I know you're an executive for WWE. I know you were involved in many WrestleManias, and we are here for WrestleMania weekend. Tell me some thoughts or stories about your involvement in WrestleManias.
Well, WrestleMania has become a huge event. It's become the Super Bowl of wrestling, and I have to give credit to the WWE. I mean, it was a concept that Vince had, and it's grown and grown and grown. And there's people that maybe aren't wrestling fans that watch all year, but WrestleMania is an event that they want to miss. So it is special, and it's nice that there's so many people come from all over the world, and that we can have something like WrestleCon that's here with all these legends, and I get to see guys that I haven't seen for years and got to interact with the fans. So I'm enjoying this too.
JJ, I could talk for 3 hours with you, but I know you have other stuff to do, so I appreciate your time.
David, always good to see you, and
thank you.
Best with Hannibal TV.
Thank you so much. JJ Dillon, ladies and gentlemen, a true legend, and we'll be back with more.